All right, welcome back to another awesome episode of Life on the Ave. This is episode 117, and I am here with the Sprinkles girls, Darrien and Emma Donovan. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. So exciting. This is long overdue. We've been friends with them for like 2 years now, so super excited. I'm going to dive into their bio. So today on the podcast, I'm joined by sisters Darrien and Emma Donovan, the founders behind Donovan Sprinkles and Sprinkles Italian Bakery and Market right in Wilmington, Delaware. What started in 2020 as a home-based baking dream run out of their parents' kitchen during the pandemic quickly grew into a full-time business fueled by creativity, community, and a deep love for food. Raised by entrepreneur parents and surrounded by strong Italian traditions, Darrien and Emma turned their passion for baking into a thriving bakery and Italian market that blends family recipes, handmade desserts, and old-world hospitality. Their story is one of sisterhood, bold leaps of faith, and building something truly special from the ground up. So welcome.
Thank you for having us. That was so nice.
I know.
My God.
I can't take any credit. I just put in chat. Chat does it all for me.
I love it. Thank you.
So excited to have you guys on. So like I said, we've been friends with you guys for a little bit. We've done a video with you guys. You guys have done our Small Business Saturday. We're like social media besties. But so excited to have you on. Thanks for coming.
Yes. Thank you for having us.
You're also our first official episode of the relaunched Life on the Ave. We just redid our background. So welcome anyone. We don't have the other brick. Now we have new brick, new decor.
So you guys are the first.
So good. Yes.
It looks so
It's
good.
Adorable. Thanks. Okay, so back to you. So from your perspective, how did you guys get here?
I can start.
Okay.
Well, we definitely have always really liked baking. Like ever since we were really little, whenever our mom would bake, she would just like give us like eggs and water on a sheet and we would play with it. And then I would say from a younger age, I was really into it. I remember like one Christmas, I had like a Christmas list that was like a laundry list of like different baking items. And it was like Christmas morning was just like, it was like I was opening my own little bakery.
Aww.
And
no, like her, like what you want to be when you grow up was Cake Boss. So it was like, it wasn't a shock when we were like, we're going to open a bakery. It wasn't like in the plan, but when we were like, oh, we're opening Sprinkles, it was kind of like, makes sense. Nothing like out of the blue.
Yeah, we'd always definitely liked it. Like when we were little, we would do like Cake Boss competitions.
Cute.
And then it kind of started over COVID. We were
like
both just bored. So we started making stuff and posting it on Instagram. And then our first, like, it was mostly just stuff for us that we would like see online and recreate. And then our first order was actually our cousin's daughter's like first birthday
and like
cake.
we did like pictures and videos of it. And then from there, it just kind of
blew up.
Yeah, we kept getting orders, which was really cool. And then it just spun into where we are today.
Crazy. So at what point do you guys go from like, okay, I'm just doing this out of my house on social media, whatever, COVID times, to like, I'm going to go get a storefront? Like, that's a big jump.
No, it's big. Yeah. And people thought we were like crazy. I was like a senior in college and I was like, no, I'm not going to be a teacher. I'm opening a bakery.
I just paid all this money for this degree.
No, literally, people are looking at me like I have 3 heads. They're like, what did you just say? I'm like, no, we had kind of gotten to this point. I was student teaching and you were freshman in college?
Yeah, when you were a senior.
Yeah, and it was just so much work. Like she really wasn't home a ton. I was never home because I was student teaching. I would like student teach all day, go to class until like 7 or 8 at night, come home and start baking at like 9. And I was up to like 1 in the morning. Then I would leave. I would like come home on my lunch break or she would be home and like someone would do the pickup or delivery. And it was just like nonstop. Yeah. And it was kind of like, we need to decide, are we going to do this or
all
not?
in or all out?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when we were kind of deciding, it was more so like, she was still like just starting school. So it was, I had to like, am I going to teach her bake? And you were obviously on board to do whatever.
Yeah. It was sort of like if we're ever going to do it, now is the time.
Yeah. And my parents are huge, like, go do it. Yeah. Like, so they were like, do it now. You're young. Right. You don't want to do this when you're like having kids, the crazy hours. Yep. So we started looking, we found where we wanted to go. We're from like right around here, North Wilmington. I went to Padua, she went to Tatnall.
Yeah.
So it was like a perfect kind of like the
Do you
spot
remember when it was very yummy?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I was actually so sad that we couldn't just like make it into a frozen yogurt place. I miss Very Yummy.
It was like you went to the movies, you went to Very Yummy.
Yes.
That was it. I went to Ursuline, so all girls school. So like I didn't have guy friends. Like we just lived at Very Yummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so funny.
It was definitely, it took a while for us to actually get in there.
So long.
I bet. It was a lot longer than we thought.
Yeah. They're saying like, oh, it'll take like 3 to 4 months, like 10 months later, you're finally like, okay, we've got a date. It took forever. But Yeah, it was huge. We had already had like a decent sized following, which was really nice. Going into it wasn't like we were just some like random company popping up. So we were doing like pop-up shops here and there. We were still baking out of our house. We were doing like follow along, like come see what we're doing in the bakery, whatever. And then once it finally opened, it was so nice. People were coming and being like, I've been following you since you were like the first cake you made. I was like, oh my God.
That's so cool. That's like the power of social media. So you don't teach. So you have this degree, you just decide not to do it. And you're still in college?
No, I graduated in May.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you just graduated. What was your degree?
Psychology.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So you have that as a backup.
I'm not using it though. But
well, you're using it with customers.
Yes.
You are.
Oh, yeah.
You're using it with crazy customers.
Yeah.
So you both graduated, but you're all in on this. This is full time. This is all in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that look like? Like you're like bakers, like that has to be crazy hours.
It's a lot, especially over the holidays. Like,
oh my God, the holidays were crazy.
It was a lot.
I would say like we have finally gotten to a point. Well, we opened 3 years in April, and I would say the past like 4 months, like since you've been full time, pretty much, it's finally calmed down to the point that like we have a schedule. Like obviously we've always followed a schedule, but like
it was hard getting into a rhythm when like every semester classes would change, so like my hours would change.
Right.
Yeah. And it's also become nice because, like, she's more hands-on in the bakery. We're both there all the time, but I handle more of, like, the behind-the-scenes stuff.
That was my next question. Like, what are your roles?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm more, like, bakery. I like the decorating stuff better, and she definitely does more, like, the market, tomato pie, that kind of thing.
Well,
so it kind of splits.
We split it like that, but all of, like, the creative ideas usually come from Emma.
Yeah.
And then I handle, like... I'll go make sure we have all the stuff for it, all the employee schedules, that's all on me.
The business.
Yeah.
Like I work with my husband, so like obviously different dynamic. You guys are sisters, but I work with my husband, so same but different. But like we have kind of figured out our roles. Like I do the business, the money, the finance, and the accounting, like all the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And he's actually out there selling the houses. Like, like he's the one talking to agents, and like so we've really figured out who does what best.
Well, like you cannot do it all by yourself. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Like when she was in school and I was trying to be like, okay, like I need to decorate these cookies, but like, oh my God, I got to do payroll and like, oh, we're out of flour. It is the hardest thing. You're working 24/7.
Yeah.
So it's finally lightened up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So your parents were entrepreneurs. What did they do prior?
They own a property management company.
Perfect.
Which
is a grind.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My dad was a cop. My mom was a teacher, and like kind of the same thing. They started buying real estate, and it just
snowballed.
They were like, it's not worth just giving it half of our. So they kind of pushed they were like, do it while you're young, don't wait, and I would say they like help us kind of.
They're supportive.
They're supportive, and they've like been through it, so they know like they're good to turn to, and like it's like, oh my God, like we're so busy right now, and they just like they're easy to talk to about it all.
That's so nice, as opposed to a parent that's like, no, you got to go get the job with the 401k and the benefits and all the things. No, they're right. You have to do it now while you're. And my husband and I say the same thing. Like we want our kids to start HVAC companies, electricians. We're like all about the blue collar right now.
Our brother's 18, and my dad's like, you got to learn a trade. You got to get
where it's at. That's where it's at. But it's also nice, like when we first started our business, we're like, 5 years in with each other at this point. It felt like every month, especially in the beginning, we made a huge mistake, like not having a certain insurance that we needed to have, or not paying a tax that we didn't know about, or whatever. So it's probably nice your parents having that, like, hey, you gotta have like payroll, insurance or whatever.
It's nice.
Our mom runs like their office, and I get something, and I'm like, can you like help me? Like, who do I call? What do I do? It's so nice having it. Yeah.
So it's a family run business for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about your space and about your bakery. So say I'm someone that's never heard of you guys. I'm brand new. I'm on my Instagram right now looking you up. What can people expect when they come to your store? What are your top items? Just tell us overall about like the Sprinkles experience.
I would say that it's definitely like a mix of like the Italian market and bakery. It's somewhere you can go and get like a slice of tomato pie. You can get pepperoni bread. We have like pre-made meals, but you can also get like a cinnamon bun, cupcakes, decorated sugar cookies. Like you can get something for any occasion. Like
a one-stop kind of.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's nice. We opened up with a big emphasis on the bakery, which was great, and that's how we like gained our following, but we've really built into our Italian market side, which is the tomato pie, the sandwiches, the catering, and that's like become huge because the bakery was like so exciting and so awesome, but like that's where like people are so excited to come in and like see what specials you have that week, and that's where I've felt we've grown the most.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, like your chicken cutlet sandwich goes viral all the time.
Yes.
Like all that kind of stuff. So if you're growing up, you're like the bakery person, like where does the Italian market side come from? Is that your grandmother, your Italian family? Like where does that all come from?
Like my dad and my grandparents mostly.
Yeah.
Like they were always there. Sorry, you can go.
No, both of our grandparents are Italian, and our last name's Donovan, and people come in and they're like, you've got like blondish red hair, you're not Italian, and it's like,
they look like Polish or like Irish. Yeah.
So people like, they see my grandparents and they're like, okay, get it. Like this like little loud Italian. Oh, my dad. Yeah. You can definitely, when you see us, you don't see it, but when you see our family, you're like, okay, get it. We were raised very Italian. We are Italian, you just don't see it that much.
Is your mom Italian?
Yeah, both of our...
So you guys live like blue eyes.
I know.
It's crazy.
I know.
Of our great-grandparents like came over from Italy.
Both of our grandmoms are fully Italian.
Wow.
Yeah. My dad's mom actually grew up, you know, like where Rubino's is. She grew up in Rubino's, like in one of those houses.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Got it. So you guys are like, you have the like resumes to back this Italian up.
Yeah. People come in and they look at us like we're crazy, and I'm like, no,
they're
I promise.
so judgmental and mean sometimes too.
I bet. I've seen even some people comment on your TikTok. Like, on TikTok, like when you put yourself out there, like we get comments all the time. I will get DMs like, you guys are crazy, whatever.
Yeah.
So when you put yourself out on social media, like, you know that's out there. It sucks. But yeah, you guys seem to do a good job still.
Thanks. Yeah, there's days that I'm like, our brother looks so much more Italian than us. And I think like my dad, we had him do a video with my grandma once, and we were like,
I remember it.
Yeah, she's so Italian, and we're like, we promise, like this is it, this is where it comes from. But people still love to, you know.
So is your grandmother involved in helping? It seems like she is in some of your videos.
Yeah. So both of them are my mom's mom. If you come in the store, a lot of times you'll see her making pizzelles in the front. She takes so much pride in her
She's
pizzelles.
so cute. She says it's like given her a second life, and it like warms my heart. She's like 85. She like lets all of my cousins know like Thursdays I'm in the bakery making pizzelles, and like everyone knows when she's there. It's the cutest thing ever.
She has like a count of like the amount of pizzelles she's made since the day we've opened, and she updates us on it daily.
Oh my goodness.
Like without a doubt.
Obsessed. That's like truly a family run business. And then do you guys have employees besides family, or is it just you?
Yeah.
There's probably like 8 of us right now, I would say.
Yeah, it's like us, and then we have like I think there's like 6 other girls that work in there.
Yeah.
Because it's a grind, and you're closed only Monday and Tuesday. So it's Wednesday through Sunday. You guys are in there grinding.
Yeah. Like I was there this morning. We'll probably end up there again this afternoon.
Right. Just prepping and getting everything ready. What's been something that you guys have made that you didn't realize was going to be a huge hit, but has like proven you wrong and been like a huge, awesome item that you've been surprised with?
The sandwiches, I was going to say.
I would say the sandwiches, or I didn't think the pepperoni bread would be as big as it is.
Yeah. Most of the Italian market stuff, like I fought it for so long. I was like, it's not going to sell.
And it's a bakery.
And then it just picks up and it's become bigger than the bakery, which is awesome. I love that. But in the beginning, I was like, there's no way. Like, who's going to get pepperoni bread? And it's become like a huge thing. And it's like one of my favorite things there.
Yeah. It sells really well. And we now sell it. Have you ever been to the Meat House?
Yes.
Or up on 202?
Yes.
They just started carrying it
No
recently.
way.
Yeah. They have
a partnership with them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. They carry
those guys are great.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they have everything there.
People sleep on that place. It's not cheap, but like it's quality. It's so good.
Oh
my God.
It's so good. It's so good. Okay, so what was the scariest part of opening a brick and mortar? You guys finally get out of your parents' house. You're like, let's do it. What would you say would be like the scariest part of that process?
I would say a big thing was like figuring out like, okay, how much of everything do we make every day?
Right.
And like, because we've only been making stuff to order. So like, how do we know how many chocolate chip cookies we need a day? And how much other stuff? And I would say that was definitely a huge learning curve.
And the other thing was like before we even opened, like getting everything built, like we had to fit out our whole kitchen, which took the majority of the time. But like she was a freshman in college, I was doing most of it, and like my parents own a property management company, so they know all the people,
contractors.
And like I would show up and I'm like this young girl, and they're looking at me like I have 12 heads, and I'm like, no,
I swear I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'm like, no, the oven's not
still
supposed
experience that.
It's awful. They're like, did you talk to your dad about this? And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? But you know, it got there. We got to that point.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, even today, like some of these contractors, I'm like, I've been working with you for 10 years. Like,
Don't
I
question
know
me.
what I'm talking about. Yeah. And sometimes we'll go to appointments and they'll look at my husband, like while I'm asking a question, they'll answer to him, and he'll be like, "Yo, buddy, she's the decision maker.
Yeah.
You don't want to. I don't know." Anything about this, like you want to talk to her, and if you don't look her in the eye, like watch out.
It's so true. It's
ridiculous.
so true.
Yeah, it's wild how condescending they can be, but it's just part of the game.
Yeah.
And I just know when the contractors that do know and they're like cool with me, I'm like, I'm loyal to you for life now.
Oh yeah.
Like you're my guys now.
Definitely.
Obsessed. All right, so let's talk about social media. So you guys start in your parents' house, you're doing social media. What would you say was like the first time you ever like went viral? And that can be like 2,000 views, like the TikTok purgatory when you're like 200 views, 300 views. Like when would you say was the first time you're like, oh smokes, like holy smokes, people are seeing this?
I would say we did like a pop-up shop once, and I remember thinking it was like the biggest deal, and we did like kind of us getting ready for it, like wrapping cake pops and stuff, and we got like I think like 2,000 or 3,000 views, and I was like, oh my god, like this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then from there, we just kept picking up. And then once the store opened, there was more like people coming in and like posting. Like I went into Sprinkles today, which was so cool. People like when they tell me that they saw something on TikTok, I'm like, oh my God, it's working.
It's crazy. Which platform would you say is like your number one?
I would say Instagram.
Yeah.
I feel like TikTok is just so difficult because you do get
So
stuck
hard.
in like the 200,
Jail.
300 view jail. And it's like, even if it's a great video, it like won't reach anybody.
I know. It's hard.
But I would say we do get a lot on Instagram and then a lot on Facebook from like the older crowd.
We say all the time, like we don't post enough on Facebook. We like forget about it. Like we're so Instagram, like so like millennial. Like
I love the older people commenting.
Yes,
it's so cute.
I know. And they put like long comments.
Yeah, no, they like think about
They
it.
like sign their name at the end. I'm like, I can see who it is.
I know who it is. No, that's good. You guys are on Facebook because like that's a demographic that's got all the money and can like splurge on like a expensive cake.
Yeah.
But no, I feel you. But I feel like you guys. I've seen you obviously on TikTok a lot because I follow you, and then ultimately Instagram. So talk to me about like your strategies there. Are we just like posting as much as possible? Or are you guys like talking about it, thinking about it? Like how do we strategize on Instagram?
So we finally, I would say this past year kind of made it like we're going to be on a schedule. We're going to figure out what we're doing, when we're doing it, and how we're doing it. It's me, Emma, and then one of the girls that worked at Sprinkles through her. She opened with us in the beginning. She graduated high school. She's in college now, and she helps us. Like she helps us with our emails, schedule stuff, and it's just helpful because like it's stuff that you don't think about that gets lost in the jumble.
So we like meet and go over everything for the month,
like
and what we're
content.
gonna post. And
That's
that kind of
good.
stuff.
Yeah, that's like that was huge for us.
Yes.
I feel so official when we go like meet at Starbucks once a month. I'm like, oh, I have a meeting.
Yeah. I have an Instagram meeting. I love it. Yeah. We should do a better job of that. We don't, but it's huge. You have to.
Yeah, and you just forget about it.
It'll slip. It'll be the first thing to slip.
Yeah.
I love it. So what kind of stuff are we like, all right, let's just like put up rage stuff and like go viral? Are we trying to be like, hey, we want to put up the best, perfect content possible? Like what is like kind of your guys' strategy around it?
I would say we try to plan it with holidays. Like the smallest holidays are our biggest days.
Yep.
Like Super Bowl is
stuff.
huge for us. So like this week, you'll see a lot of Super Bowl. Valentine's Day's next week.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. And then usually we have some random like, if my dad's in there, we'll be like, can you make a video really quick?
I want to talk about your dad. Yes. Yeah. So your dad has gone viral a couple of times, I feel. And whenever he's in there, like you said, he's so Italian, like good vibes. He's good. Like he's just dad.
Oh God. Yeah.
So like, when would you say, like when was the first time you included him and you were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe my dad's in here?
We did a video. He's so involved at Sprinkles.
He loves it.
He started calling himself the Cutlet King because he started making our cutlets.
Yeah.
And then people started catching on, and I was like, he's really going by this right now?
Yeah.
It was like last Christmas, he was in there, and I was like, can someone just take a video out front of what we have? He was like, I'll do it. And I'm like gonna post it as a story. I'm like, Dad, no one's gonna watch this. Like, and he comes out, he's like, hey, it's Gooch here. I'm the Cutlet King. This is Sprinkles. And it got like 300,000 views, and I was like, what? And then we kind of just rolled with it.
Yeah, once something hits, it's like go back to the same formula over and over.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I think people love too, like the authentic. You guys both are very authentic on Instagram, I feel.
Thank you.
And a lot of people comment that to me too. Like you guys are just like, this is what we look like. Like I'm not only putting on makeup for this. Like I'm not only like you guys are yourselves. This is what we look like. This is what we are. Like I think that's one of the reasons your guys' views are so good is because like I think sometimes people try to make their content a little too polished, and it's like
It's
obvious.
no. Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's
you
not
had one
relatable.
content day and you just filmed 10 things
Yeah, no.
while your hair was perfect and your makeup was perfect.
Exactly, no.
No, so I think you guys are super authentic. And then adding in your family, like the vulnerability in that, like I think it's so fun. I literally love your dad in all the content. So keep it up. And your grandmother.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
love it. I love it. No, and you guys, I feel like do a good job of balancing like, hey, here's our cute, items this week and like silly like sounds or whatever, like the
Yeah.
silly
Yeah.
ones. I feel like you have to balance a little bit of everything.
No, yeah, that's definitely huge. I feel
Yeah.
like our videos do best when we're like there talking, like just the like random
Yes.
stuff that you don't even plan, and then the
know.
ones that you plan are just kind of like, oh, that was
Yeah,
cute.
duds.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly how it is for us.
Yeah.
It'll be the dumbest things that go viral.
Yeah.
I love it. Where did you guys come up with the name Sprinkles?
We sort of were just like bouncing ideas around, and we were like, we could do something with Donovan, but like that doesn't sound Italian at all.
Yeah.
And then we were like, we could just do sprinkles. Like everybody loves sprinkles. It's like our favorite topping on a cupcake, and it's like cute and catchy and short.
Yeah.
And it kind of just came from
It
there.
caught on, and then when we opened, it was immediately like Sprinkles isn't an Italian name. Like, what are you
Right,
doing?
right.
So we've slowly started to like rebrand into like the market, Sprinkles Italian Market, because we don't just have. If
Right.
anything, the bakery is less than half of it at this
Yeah,
point.
it's crazy.
So even this year, we just talked yesterday. We were like, we got to start because people are constantly like, I didn't know you have sandwiches. It's called Sprinkles.
Right.
So
I only know because social media.
exactly, yeah. Which is huge,
Right.
but we're slowly starting to make it more like the market by Sprinkles, the Italian Market, Sprinkles Italian Market, all that kind of stuff. Just because like the name says everything.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough,
It's
but
tough. It's tough to rebrand. But I think you guys are doing a good job. Like I know from social
Thanks.
media, and hopefully maybe somebody will hear this and be like,
Yes.
I'm going there for
Yes.
lunch or whatever. No, I think you guys are doing a great job with that. Okay, so you guys, let's talk about you guys working with family. So we talked about your dad, talked about your grandmother, your mom's also involved in the business side. You guys are ultimately the owners. You guys are the sisters. So tell me about working with your sister. I'm one of 4 girls. So I am at any point in time closer with one, fighting with the other, right? You guys get it,
Yeah.
sisterhood. How is it working actually with your sister?
It is tough.
Yeah.
Especially, okay, I don't want to like at her, but
You
especially
can.
with Darien specifically because when it comes to like more of like a boss duty within the store, like we talked about earlier, like I do more creative stuff and she does more of like the
Yep.
boss thing. So
Yep.
she tends to, when she gets very frustrated.
And you're older.
Yeah, she is.
Right.
When she gets very frustrated, she's not going to take it out on the other employees.
No.
So I get the brunt of it like
Yep.
every single time. And so
Yep.
it's a lot of me like going in like the bathroom and I'm texting my mom like, I can't stand her. She is getting on my last nerve
Yeah.
today.
yeah.
Come get your daughter.
It's it's definitely there's days.
I think I've learned that like I just have to take the brunt of it because it is what it is, and then like she'll usually
You're the
come over.
best.
She'll come over and be like, "I'm sorry, I'm just really stressed." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know,
Aw.
it's okay."
And a coffee fixes everything. We're
Yeah.
like one shopping center from Dunkin'. I'll be like, it's just been a long day. Do you want a coffee? And then
Yeah.
everything is
Yeah.
dropped.
Or
That's
we
me
like
too.
find
Yeah.
something that we need at Target, and I'm like, "Do you want to run to Target and you can stop at the Starbucks and get me a pink drink, and this can
Yes.
fix everything that you did wrong today."
Yeah, we figured out. It usually
figured out
never
love
leaves.
languages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or we just like ask somebody else and be like, "Which would you
Yeah.
buy?" And it
Yeah.
kind of goes from there.
Yeah.
They've definitely gotten
They've gotten less.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Have you ever had a blowout like in front of your employees in the bakery?
One time when we were at home, we were making like chocolate cup. I don't even think it was sprinkles. Really, it was
Yeah.
like it was baking related.
Oh my god. She like threw icing at me.
No, it was
Nice.
a chocolate covered marshmallow.
Nice.
Yeah, because she said something and I was like, I'm done.
done.
And I had a chocolate covered
Yeah.
marshmallow in my hand and I just swung it across the room.
Obsessed.
Yeah. So that hasn't happened. Thank
No,
God.
that was
No.
like in the very beginning in our mom's
Yeah.
kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only ask because like my husband and I work together and like we have had like blowouts, like
Oh, yeah.
full blown blowouts. And like, it's funny, like one time it was like Cole or Jade, somebody was in here and they were just like sinking down in their chair. Like, and they're like, mom and dad are fighting, mom and dad are fighting. Like we just like, we told every single one of them when they were brought onto the team, like, hey, like we're not same thing. Like we're not sugarcoating things. We're not hiding things. I'm not walking out and fighting with him out front. Like
No.
we are a family or a business.
Yeah.
Like my kids are in here all the time. Like in the same way, I'm not, dialed up every day. Like I'm authentically myself. If we're fighting, we're fighting. Like,
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
true.
and like they'll watch us make up in the same way. Like I'll be like, an hour later, I'll all sunshine and rainbows all the time. We fight all the time in here.
No, yeah. I would definitely say, like, we both, like, our grandparents are the best, but, like, our one grandmom will come in and she'll be like, did you think that looked good? And
She's so opinionated.
Like, it's really nice that, like, we'll both be like, oh my God, I'm ready to, like, punch her in the face. Like, so it's nice to have each other at the same time because you're on the same wavelength, but, like, there's days that you're like, if you look at me the wrong way, it's gonna,
yeah. And as sisters too, like, you had to live together, you had to, like, grow up together. Like, you can't fight days at a time. Like, you have to get over fights quick.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you guys probably get over things quicker and your employees are like, wait, are they friends again?
No, yeah, so like, what just happened?
That was so quick. Yeah, exactly. So you talked about how this week's Super Bowl, right? This weekend's Super Bowl? This upcoming weekend. So we'll probably post this week. So Super Bowl's this weekend, Valentine's coming up. What are some things you guys can tease? Something people are looking forward to? Are we ordering things in advance? Like, what's like your strategy going into the Super Bowl and Valentine's?
Well, so this last year we kind of like forgot about Valentine's because the Eagles were in the Super Bowl, which was like huge for us. So this year is kind of nice. We have more Valentine's Day menu options, a bunch of stuff. Everything that we are offering for Valentine's Day you can order online, and we have a bunch of walk-in options too. Kind of like more fun things, like picky stuff, like cinnamon buns, chocolate chip cookies, cupcakes, like all of like our like cutesy kind of things. And then Super Bowl, my dad was already like, I'm gonna be coming in this weekend doing some kind of special, so I don't know what he's gonna do, but tomato pie is going to be huge. We have like the stencil for the Super Bowl. We have our pepperoni and cheese breads. We have our sandwiches. That'll be huge. We're open on Sundays 9 to 1, which like works with the NFL schedule. Because I mean, I know Super Bowl's later, but the first NFL game starts at 1. So we base everything on Sundays around the NFL schedule. So this coming Sunday will just be everything Super Bowl. Even though it's not like Eagles, will still kind of lean into it.
People still have parties. So is this something that, like, say I'm trying to get a tomato pie, do I order this in advance? Do people just walk in? Like, what would you say is the best way to go about it?
We recommend calling. Just call and place it. It's ready in 20 minutes. If you come in and wait, sometimes it'll be ready in 5 if, like, we have an extra one. But usually call us. We'll have it ready 15, 20 minutes. We can do it cut, regular, party cut. It's, like, the perfect thing to bring somewhere, especially.
Thanks. Yes. It's the best thing to bring. People, like, light up when you bring. I bring those to parties all the time. People get so excited because it's just, like, you know it's going to go. Like, you know someone's going to eat
People like it.
People love it in this area. And then what about Valentine's? So we have everyone in our office is officially wifed up for the first time in like ever. So everyone officially is wifed up. So for the men in this office who are hopefully going to be spoiling their wives, especially those pregnant wives or girlfriends, what are some of your Valentine specials?
We have I'm trying to think. We have these super cute little mini chocolate chip cookie heart cakes.
They're so
we have
cute.
chocolate covered pretzel
Yeah, we do have chocolate covered pretzels, chocolate covered strawberries.
I forgot about that.
Everything for Valentine's Day we have found it's easiest to have it like super cute, super packaged, like grab and ready to go, because so many of like the like boyfriends, husbands, dads, whatever come in the day of and they're like, wait, like you don't have a full like 3-tier cake with chocolate and it's like no, but we have this.
Right.
So if you come in the next 2 weeks, everything will be Valentine's Day, bows, all of it.
Yeah, cute. So it's a one-stop shop. All right, so you guys are also, so you went to Tatnall.
Yeah.
And you went to Padua. So I'm also a Delaware girl. Where'd you go to grade school?
St. Mary Magdalene.
Oh, nice. You guys are super North Wilmington. I love that. So I'm also born and raised Delawarean. So like we know, probably the three of us know more than anyone. Like our community here is so tight knit.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys have like felt that love from your schools and your friends and everything like that. You guys are super involved in the community. Tell me about some of the things you guys are doing. I know I've seen your post for Be Positive. So tell me about some of the groups you guys are involved with and ways that you give back.
We started with Be Positive just because like Wilmington, SMM, all that kind of stuff. And then I was always like really interested in doing stuff with kids more so. Not that like, just
you were a teacher.
Exactly.
That's your thing.
Yeah. So we did stuff with Ronald McDonald House. We did like cookie decorating night. Cool. Our whole team went, like made dinner. It was so
at Ronald McDonald House.
Nice. We like brought dinner there and then did the whole. It was so nice.
Yeah. And we just toured it a couple weeks ago. We just made a donation there, and like that place is amazing. Like,
it is.
What they're doing there is insane.
I like honestly, if I could be there like once a week doing that, like hands on, like I love that. So that is huge for us. We do Ronald McDonald House, Be Positive. We do We just did
something at
Nemours.
Nemours, yeah.
We did like another cookie decorating event. It's
so cool.
It's like we bring all this stuff, we go, we sit there, and like it kind of gives the parents a break, the kids something to look forward to. It's just something different.
break up their day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And our team is so like involved in it. Like they love it. When we're scheduling, we go around everyone's schedule because it's usually a day off, like a Monday when they're not usually working.
Right.
And then we are pretty involved with Waggies.
What's that?
It's like a dog treat company. You've probably seen them before, and they employ like people with special needs.
Cool.
So we sell their treats in our stores.
We've like collaborated with them and had
That's
their
so
bakers
sweet.
come bake with us.
Yeah.
It's so fun. And then we're also pretty involved, like St. Mary Magdalene, Padua, Tatnall. Our brother goes to Archmere, Naaman's Little League. We've done
all
stuff
went
with
to
all
different
of them.
high schools.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
I know.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, my parents are like, you guys have we have no
didn't make
loyalty
it easy.
anywhere.
Yeah. We say the same thing. We have 2 kids, almost 3. And I'm like, they can go wherever they want. Like all 4 of me and my sisters all went to Ursuline, and we was just like, this is the path we all chose.
Yeah.
But I'm like, kind of want them to like spread their wings and do
It's
whatever
fun.
they want.
You see different things.
Yeah. And you have like now access to all those communities.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah.
It's huge. Like Tatnall has been huge. Padua. I was just at Padua last week, and it's like, oh my god, I get so excited. The girls
they
at Padua-
shouted you out on social media. It was so cute. Yes.
I was like so excited, like talking, and the girls were probably like, "This girl is
Yeah,
crazy." I'm like, "Oh my
crazy.
god, I was here like 8 years ago."
Yeah. And they're like, I love it here.
Yeah.
No, it's like feels like the same. Like no time has passed. But then when I go to Ursuline, I look around, I'm like, I don't know anyone here. Like that's how old I am.
I know.
So old. You probably
I know.
know some people.
No. I know some
Teachers
people,
at
but
least.
like. I was sitting there and they were like, you graduated when? I was like 2018. And she's like, okay, so like about 8 years ago you were in, and I was like, oh
Sick.
my God. I was like, stop talking. Like,
Sick.
I'm going to cry.
Yeah, you're coming up on your 10-year reunion. Like sick.
I know.
Sick. When you guys first opened up, like did those communities like show out for you guys? Like
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Our like first day of being open, like all of our teachers from St. Mary Magdalene came. They brought us like a big thing of flowers. I could have cried. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was really sweet. I would say like all of our like grade school, high school friends, their families. It was nice.
Yeah.
It's like you'll never forget. Like I have a friend that's an entrepreneur, and she posted the other day, like, you know, I keep my receipts. Like I know who supported me over the years. So like don't hit me up for a raffle item if you've never come to my store.
yeah.
Like I'm sure you guys get hit up for a lot of that kind of stuff. Yeah, no. But you know, like the people that show up for you and show out, and even if it's like just resharing my post on social media or just like tossing me a like it's so silly, but like that kind of stuff really does make a difference.
No, and I feel like Sprinkles has done so well because of our community.
Yeah.
Like, you could go open a bakery, a market, whatever, anywhere, but like if you have a community behind you, that's where you're gonna succeed, I feel.
Yeah. So looking into the future, do you guys have goals to open more bakeries, more markets? Are we just happy where we're at? Do you guys have any plans for the future?
I think like for now we would really just like to expand what we have, and then like in the future I don't think either of us would be opposed to opening a second location.
Kind of like figuring it out. Like right now we love having our products in the meat house, and like we're in the works of like getting into other stores too, because that's huge. That like brings people in, and it's like your bakery, your thing is another entity.
Yep.
So like I think we both want to get more into that because it's just like your name out there, more people know about you, and then it brings them into us.
Yeah, you're sharing communities.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I think we're kind of trying to work towards.
Yeah, I would agree.
I love that. I love that. So if you guys were each like trapped on a desert island, you can bring one item from Sprinkles. Like what's your favorite item? Like when you go in there, you can't help but have a bite. Like this is your favorite thing you guys each make.
Well, yours is probably going to be savory, so I'll do something sweet.
Mine would be a tomato pie any day. Like,
wow, you're going basic.
Oh, like I have a slice of tomato pie every single day, and I fully like. I've gone when we grew up going to Philly all the time.
Yeah.
And like I love Philly tomato pies. I could tell you like the top 10, all of my, I would eat a piece of Sprinkles tomato pie every single day. Like that's
Love
like
it.
my death meal. Like,
Obsessed.
yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Mine's probably a chocolate chip cookie. Once again, like very
Nice,
basic.
basic.
But if when they come out of the oven, like if there's
God.
even
One.
one
So
that's
good.
like slightly like doesn't look perfect, I'm like, okay, I can take it. Like it's
Yeah.
fine. We don't
Yeah.
have to put it out. It's
I
my
need to
stuff.
taste it. Make sure it tastes right. Yeah.
Make sure it's not poisonous.
Exactly.
That's what my husband says to my kids. Those are good answers. And those would probably be like the first 2 things I would probably buy if I like just walked in there and had never been before. Cause like you can't mess up a chocolate chip cookie. Like to me, I think that's like the most basic, most amazing, but they're all different. Everywhere you go is different. But like to me, like there's nothing better than just a simple chocolate chip cookie.
they're
It's
so
true.
good.
It feels like home.
It does. It does. My husband's a big cookie guy. Like Friday nights, we make cookies pretty much every Friday night, but like not like you guys. Like we're getting like the pre-made dough, like as easy as humanly possible.
Yeah.
And my kids are now officially dunkers. Like they are dunking their hands in the
love
milk.
it.
Like my husband has them trained. Like they are covered in milk and chocolate by the end of the night. I'm like, oh my gosh, we just had baths. We got to get another bath. No, but I think chocolate chip cookies are like our favorite jam. So I think those are solid answers. Any products that are coming out that you can tease that like maybe people don't know that you're working on or in the works?
I don't think anything in specific. We've been working on a lot of like specialty cookies. Like
Yeah.
this weekend in our case, we had a chocolate covered strawberry cookie and then a red velvet cookie.
We'll have those for Valentine's
And
Day,
we'll have those through Valentine's Day.
Cool.
And they're so good.
We'll have our St. Joseph's cakes coming like
Yes.
right
Yeah.
after
What are
Valentine's
those?
Day.
Tell us about those.
Sorry?
St. Joseph's cakes.
St. Joseph's cakes. They're zeppoli is what they are. It's kind of like a puff pastry, but it's huge.
It's like a giant cream puff, sort of.
and
Cool.
it's a giant cream puff, and it's either filled with cannoli or
Like a custard filling.
Okay.
And they're my favorite, and they go like crazy. So they'll be in like mid-February.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you guys do a big like Fat Tuesday? Like don't you
Yeah.
guys do like the baby cake? What are
Yeah,
those?
we do
Yeah,
the
the
king
king
cakes. We
cakes.
do like mini personalized ones, and we'll be open that Tuesday, which will
Cool.
be nice.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, so that'll be like a special.
Yeah.
That'll be a special day.
yeah, it'll be
Yeah,
fun.
I want to come. I've never done one of those, but I feel like those are so cute.
and you find a
They
little
are
baby
cute.
in it. It's
I
fun.
always see them on social media, but I've never done one.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll bring the kids in for that.
Yeah, definitely.
What would you say is your favorite thing that like kids like? Like if my daughter came in, they're 3 years old.
Oh,
what
the
do we
cake
say?
pops,
pops.
like
Yeah,
for
cake pops.
sure.
Yeah.
They like run over and
What
oh,
kind of
yeah.
cake pops do you have?
We have chocolate and vanilla, like sprinkles all over them, different colored chocolates, and like, oh my God, they go crazy. And they're sitting like right next to the counter, and I can't tell you how
perfect.
many kids like go to grab it, and mom's like, oh my God, stop.
Yeah.
But they're so attracted to them.
Yeah, kids love them. They're just
yeah.
so easy and
They're
cute.
so
and I think
easy.
a lot of parents get their kids the Starbucks ones, so like they immediately
They
know what
already
they
know.
are. They
They're-
recognize.
I
them.
get them when we're at Target from the Starbucks. So
Yeah.
they're like, Target cake pop, let's go.
Yeah.
Because it keeps them sitting and quiet.
easy, yeah.
For like 6 minutes.
You're like, just enjoy it. We're good.
Yeah, it'll keep them in the cart for approximately 6 minutes so I can do like one thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm obsessed. Okay, so anyone that hasn't heard from you, they don't know who you are, how can they find you? Website, Instagram, social media, all that kind of stuff.
We're Sprinkles Italian Bakery on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and sprinklesitalianbakery.com. If you're in North Wilmington, we're right across from Target on Naaman's Road. That's kind of like our landmark. Yeah, we're open 5 days a week. Come try a sandwich, tomato pie, grab a cookie. We do custom stuff. We do catering. We're kind of like a one-stop shop. So come
Yeah.
stop in and see us.
Yeah.
Obsessed. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming
Thanks for
on.
having
Thank you for
us.
having
This is
us.
another awesome episode of Life on the Ave. So excited to be back this year. So look out for some awesome episodes coming soon. Get used to our new backdrop. And thank you again for coming in. We'll see you next week.